Howdy everybody, welcome back to City Skylines. This is my town of Blackwoods, episode 13. Look at that. Oh, I didn't even know that. Does his eyes close? I didn't know they automatically did that for the holidays. So yeah, this is it. This is predominantly just for the industry here, as you can see that. And then I created this. Now I have no idea what this is. This is kind of like, I don't know, in a city interchange, something like that. I don't know what you call this. It's to my own specified, trying to get away with what I can design. So yeah, that's why it's a little bit janky, but you know, I can cover that up with detailing later on. There you go. And what else did I do? And yeah, I guess I spend the rest of my episode detailing all this area here. There we go. So today's episode, I'm thinking I'm gonna, let's have a look. I'm thinking I'm gonna put all these in correct places later on, but I'm thinking of making this into a park. I'm going to concentrate on putting if I haven't got the high-rise ban, I'm gonna ban all the tall buildings. I only want it to be as tall as maybe this building here, or this one here. I don't want them any taller than that. So yeah, I gotta clear all that up, And as you can see, I put this here off camera. I did a couple of things off camera. This is just like to see if I could fit in like a botanical garden or a park area. I was thinking of having this as like a big green park or some sort of botanical gardens, or I don't know, some sort of garden center where people can collect plants, that kind of thing. Which is going to be extremely hard to do when you got just vanilla. But it's the only other thing I did off camera is over here. I was having like a look at little things, throwing them together haphazardly. I also was thinking, is there anything I can do with these fountains? Maybe make my own little park. So I laid out the plans for this here. This is my kind of quick draw up of what another thing I could do here. I was going to start looking at lots of different ideas for how to put benches down. If you go in your props here, you know, there's different ways you can get seating arrangements. You like do things like this, and then you could have them like as, you do a circle, and you can like, I'm just making this up as I go along, obviously. And this could be there, yeah, do that. You know what I mean, so you could like have it in there so they can go in there, and also you could like do things like, not particularly this one, but you could also always fit a tree there like that. So you can always come up with like pretty designs, and I was thinking with this here, or this button here. So it was a quick little idea. I was like, I put in those rose hedges, and oh, this might be another idea. I could like properly make this out. So I mean, you don't have to be trapped by the minimal stuff that is at your hands. And also, I noticed that you could always clip in all these buildings here. So you can group together all these assets. So you don't need, if you got no mods at all, you can always make kind of you can always, with these little props in question, you can always do a little bit of clipping here and there. You see like this, you can like change the dimensions of the building. Look at that, see that? Also with this, I discovered these clipping really well as well. You can make this like as long as you don't zoom in too much, which you can't do anyway on vanilla. You can make these kind of one big building. So you have to use a little bit of imagination. But it kind of works. I mean, I could do better than this if I wanted to. I'm just trying to show it for you guys. Put like another one in the middle like that. Cover up that gap. So you got like a big building. So you can use a little bit of imagination. Doesn't have to be this one size on its own. Or you can just double it up, I guess. Like that, see? So you can turn that into a different kind of building. So these, I mean, if I was careful, I could probably do something quite creative. I was trying it, but I wasn't quite getting the angles right. But then again, I wasn't really trying to take the time to do it properly. You could make this like is it hexagonal or something like that? You could circle these all around. See what I mean? Depending on the angles. We could just quickly fold this together here so you get the idea of it. Deliberately not doing it neatly, so don't worry about that. But you can technically get this all nice and straight. Well, not straight, but you know, smooth. a smooth kind of circular shape. You could have that like as one building, see? And from a distance, it doesn't look that bad. And also, you could always like put a tree in there. Allow that, or a big tree, I guess. We got any big trees? Where's the big tree? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Well, this is the big one. You put like that in there. How cool does that look? Look at that. That's kind of cool. When I came up with this idea here is, could I turn these into bleachers? Because they got that kind of little step you could sit on. You could sit on this little bit of here, and you could sit on. I could have many bleachers. I gotta imagine these are bleachers. And to hide them, you could like put in a couple of. Well, let's go back to here. I did start off with these rose bushes because these are the only tall things I could find. Put them at the back. That kind of gets rid of the seat, so they look like bleachers. And also, as normal for my normal cover-up tool, it's these bushes here. You can put bushes around there to kind of hide away that back part of the seating table there. Stuff like that, so you can turn these into bleachers. Unfortunately, I haven't got Bob, so I can't get rid of these trees, but that's the kind of effect it has on this. You can like make bleachers here. You can see there with the little rose bushes on there. So yeah, that's a couple of ideas I had. So let's have a look what we gotta do. No, I don't have these zoned. Okay, so this is gonna help out. Now, shall I have these as one zone? You know what, I think I will. This will be just one zone here. Oh, here we go. Now, how about there? Will I be having buildings there? Oh, yes, I will, because it's part of this zone. Originally, it was part of this zone anyway, so let's fill that in. So this is Belmont Hills. I'll leave that like that, because we haven't opened up a new town yet. Well, goal, I guess, milestone. We'll call it that. Now, let's see what policies I can put in there. So here we go. Industrial space, high-tech housing. Raises the land value. Yes, do that. High-rise ban, this is what I want. High-rise ban. Now, heavy traffic ban. Heavy traffic ban. Is there a risk of having heavy traffic come through here? Not so much, not so much. I think most of the heavy traffic is using this road here to get in here or here. So I'll leave that for now. High-rise ban, I definitely want that. Oops, turn that off. There we go, that's better. High-rise ban. And automated toll industry. No, I'm okay with that. Okay, so we're out of there. There we go. So that's my high-rise ban. So what oh, they're automatically doing it. Let's watch this, see what happens. Slow that down right now. I gotta tell you, and all the times that I've been playing this, which is not a lot, that is the first time I've ever seen what actually happens when you put that in. All those tall buildings just went away on their own. I thought you'd have to like personally delete them yourself. That is very cool. That is awesome. Now let me see. Is there any buildings I want to keep to stop from leveling up? Because I don't want the big ugly modern kind of looking ones to appear in. Let's see. Is that too big? That's all right. I'll keep that one. Okay, so I'll get on with this, and I'll get back to you at the end of this. So there you go. That is our. That was a long, painstaking kind of episode for me to play whack-a-mole. buildings are these? Kind of like them. I don't wonder. Oh, I don't think they'll change shape anyway. Yeah, so this is the kind of oh, they're going back. Awesome. Yep. So yeah, this is the kind of idea I had. I mean, this view here, I didn't want it. I want it to be kind of a little bit more built up than here. This is proper suburbia, but I wanted like the next stage up, and so the high-rise band, as you can see, works really well. And I didn't want to. I really don't like these kind of ugly buildings, but once in a while, some of them look okay on the corner. I didn't want this to level up any more than that. So there you go. Oh, that's my plan. So that's all sorted out. So let me slow that down. Go down. There you go. So you can see what that looks like. Not too imposing now. And like I said earlier, it gives your town a better, more realistic look on approach. So let's see what else I can do. Would this look out of place here? I don't know. I'm gonna put this over here. There we go. This university, I want to move this around, give it some more grounds. Maybe I can slip that there and move them. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, I can put that in there. So let's move this fire. What is this, firehouse? Yeah, firehouse. Well, I don't know though. Looks alright there. That's kind of cool. So, what are these? Supermarket, okay. Look. I'm going to put it against that road. Look at them all like rushing back to get into high school, university. There we go. There you go. So that's there. So let's see what else we do. So we lost this crossing here. So let's put this crossing in while we can. It is kind of ridiculous how high you got to put these just to clear the streets. That's kind of, it is kind of, yeah, ridiculous. I was right the first time. Let's put that there like that and hook that in there. Now I'm thinking you don't need another one going here. So let's just put it. Kind of looks odd only having one going down there, but you know what? Can I mirror that anyway? No, I can't. I could try something. I'll try that. Like that. And that way I can have like a path going in here, and that kind of like what's the word? Frames it. Picture frames it. And it kind of mirrors that as well. Look at them use that now. Look at that. It's not a great idea. Wow, that is so successful. Look at that. And they're using it from both sides. Now, if you can like create as much walkability as possible, your citizens will walk as far as they can. Look at that. That is amazing. I'm kind of tickled seeing all this. It's like seeing it for the first time. Although it kind of is, because I've rarely ever played this, and I like to kind of forget what I've done. Gives me fresh eyes again. Yeah, they are making use of that. So there you go, that's all that sorted out. Is there anything else we got here? So though these are done. I'm not sure if they'd ever use these much, because they're not really hooked into there. No way I can hook them into there without oh yeah, let me try this. So there you go, that's our path network extended over here. So you can see they're going to make better use of this now. So it looks more kind of realistic. Well, not really realistic, but it looks like better because it's getting some use now. I was trying to discourage them from crossing the streets here. And this is going to be kind of all parkway. And these are not really getting used anyway, so I was thinking there's got to be a way I could change this around. There you go, so yeah, so now they can not only get to the library, like, and also get to the stores. Get some of that shopping in. Or what can I put? Let's extend or get rid of that tree and that one there. Well, let's extend our that potential to get some groceries over here. Kind of left list. I deliberately got rid of the the offices I had here. Yeah, I didn't want them there. So all I need to do now is kind of like detail all this, and I'm kind of happy with this area as it is. Let's set up the boundaries for the school. Now so yeah, I'll do a couple of things here, just so you can see what I do. I ain't got no fences, I just put in some of these, which are practically green fences. So there you go, that's kind of like as painstakingly slow and boring as it gets. What kind of tree do I want there? No, not that one. You see, this is what I do all the time. I kind of like try to check my eye line. See how pretty it looks. See if it fits in well. Okay, that's cool. I like that. So we go. What I'll do, I'll time lapse me detailing this school. And maybe the time lapse all of this, I guess. Yeah, so yeah, I'll see you when I've done the time lapse. There you go. They're like a quick little time-lapse episode there. I was trying to fancy up all the surrounding areas here to kind of mirror what we got going on here. I tried to make it a little bit different to this one here, which is much more fancy, more work went into that. Trying to keep all schools kind of different from each other. So that's why where is it? Why it's kind of minimalistic. This is some sort of flower display, I guess. You see, you can clip them all in and do stuff with them. So there you go. So, let's see, what else can I do now? Let's see if I can implement one of those designs I got up there into this little piece of park area here. I'm going to go for something like that, but no, I'm not going to use the picnic benches. I'm going to use normal benches, but I'm going to go for that kind of design. Also, I might put in, where is it? Might put in some kind of flower arrangements. I'm not too sure. I'm definitely going to go with something along that lines there. So, let's extend that path network. There we go, without ruining it. There you go, now it is a slice of cake. That rock there. And I have these little holes of bushes. I can. So let's see what we can do. So those benches, let's have a look. Here. Now I'm going to put them not as the picnic benches, but as these ones here. Now, where can we go? Yeah, let's see what I can do. Go to that. There we go. Now back to those benches. I kind of wanted them straightened. I'm like thinking, oh, maybe it wouldn't. Straight lines across there may not look good. I don't know though. I'm going to try one out, see what it looks like. Straight line. I wonder. I don't know. No, I like the curve. Here we go. And back to the benches yet again. There you go, that was kind of more fiddly than I expected it to be. By the time lapsed all that. I mean, if you got like more kind of like area at your disposal when you haven't got like move it and all that, you can probably do perfect circles and all that and fit them in properly. But when it's this small, it's a little bit tricky to do that. So all this is coming out of the top of my head. I haven't really got any plans for this. So I have no idea where I'm going with this. Hopefully it'll look like something. Got all these there. Yeah, so this is something I always use. Because I haven't got any planters or any little walls or fences like that. So these were, oh, that's a bit too overbearing, I guess. Yeah, I could like work out a way of just getting all the small ones, but I ain't got the time. Well, I have got the time really, but I want to keep this, trying to condense as much as I can into these episodes without overdoing it. There we go. That kind of works. That one's kind of hidden, but I don't mind that. Now let's put in. We got enough street lights. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Let's put in some more garbage cans. Which one shall I use? I guess it doesn't matter. This is kind of fancier. I'll put like fancier ones in here. Like that. Couple there. There you go. That's garbage can overkill. That's kind of cool. Right, now some trees. Let's put some trees in there. Kind of like these trees for this park. Yeah. Well, that's a big one. How does that look? Looks alright, doesn't it? Can you imagine what you can do when you got all the assets and mods loaded off the Steam Workshop? How pretty you can make these kind of things look. I mean, not everybody's into detailing. Oh, look, that's a tiny one. I like that one. Yeah, that's kind of cool. That mirrors that. Yeah, I mean, not everybody's into detailing. Some people's forte is doing traffic fixes, stuff like that. Oh, kind of circles. That's kind of cool. Kind of matches that. With that in mind, let's put these around here to make a circle. I sometimes think it's too repetitive and too predictable having trees going around every single edge. Sometimes I don't think it's that realistic. That's a bigger one. Get rid of that tinier one. I get it? I got it. There we go. It's kind of tree heavy, isn't it? You know what? I don't mind for this one. I don't mind because it is only vanilla, and you got to make do with what you got, and you should be like kind of grateful that you have this at least. Now, if you look at the vanilla trees, the vanilla parks they've made, or on the actual game, you can kind of see how they've done it. They kind of like laid out paths and like put in a couple of benches and things like that, and that's how they make their parks really. How to do that's kind of like a quick and easy way of not putting too much effort into it, but you kind of like fill up this barren land, really unused land, and now it looks, how much better does that look like? And like what you got all these, you can either have it like this, looking kind of ugly, or look at that, you can just a couple of things there, and that kind of fancies it up. Now, as fitting with my canal area, I'm going to plague it with more trees, which is these. They got to mirror the other side. There we go, so that's fine. And here. I'll tell you what has been bothering me since I put it down. I'll show you in 1 second. It's this tree here. Now that has been bothering me, for the reason is, I like the idea that when you're walking down, you can see straight across. That bothered me since the minute I put it down. Now I'm okay again. There you go, little things make a difference. I'll do a quick little time lapse here, finish all this area off and see how much time I got left. There you go. That was kind of meant for more work there, trying to get those circles. So I didn't have any paths to brace it. So that's as small as I can get without using mods. I mean, I probably could do better, but I'm kind of semi-rushing it. You know, I'm making it look just as good. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't really have to be perfect. Honestly, it doesn't have to be. I don't know which trees I like now. Let's stick with them. Put them against them. See which is the best color match. I don't know. These kind of look the same color. That's the closest color, but it's not really pink. It's more of a purple, isn't it? I think I'll go for these ones. Which ones are those? These? Yeah, them. Okay, we'll try with these. So I mean, did I miss a fence? I did. As you can see, even without any sort of real planning of what you want to do, you can still come up with ideas. As long as you're creative enough, I guess. I mean, some people probably can't do it, but I can, I guess, just to a certain degree. So yeah, I mean, like, even if you're not planning stuff, you can still come up with something quite nice. Not gonna be the greatest looking thing, but it still looks kind of pretty. Now, is this tree overkill? Probably looks like a bicycle. I don't know. Probably looks ugly from above. There's just something to change it up, I guess. Couple of trees here and there. I mean, if I ever did anything off camera, I'd probably make it even much more spectacular. But I'm not really gonna do that. That's not for this series anyway. Let's put some benches in. Oh, I forget. These ones, I believe. Now, knowing me, I'm being quiet because I'm concentrating, kind of. Knowing me, I'll look at this and won't be happy with it and want to change it. Probably won't change it for another like 8 episodes later. You never know. This is extremely fiddly. If I had like my zooming in tool camera, I guess if I had one of them, this would be so much easier. But to be honest, whoever really takes the time to zoom in on their cities and have a look, we normally look at our cities from this view here. Probably all we ever look at. Which kind of a shame really, because of how much our effort and detail we put into our towns. We whisk past things with a flick of an eye. Flick of an eye? Got an eyelash? I don't know. Whatever the saying is. If there is a saying. So, kind of like that. That'll do. I mean, not overdone. Well, it kind of is, I guess. I don't know. It looks alright from this side. It's just from above, but whoever looks at things above looks like a pair of glasses or a weird bicycle. I don't know. Kind of weird. I would put a path here, but that's... I don't know. I'm not too sure about that. Alright, what else can I put in here? Any more benches? I had enough. Shame I can't put any more kind of... See, I wanted some like little hedges, but these are kind of green. I don't think these... I don't know. Could I get away with like small ones? Maybe to break it up a little. There we go. Yeah, for vanilla players, this is the only way you can pick out stuff you want, is just by placing it down till you see the right size, like too big, kind of semi-small. Well, the semi-small is fine enough. So that's the trick for doing that. And then you can just like delete them afterwards. As long as you got the funds. Yeah, that's okay. I don't mind that. Too big. There you go. Just like that. Perfect. So that's a trick. It's not really a trick. But everybody probably knows how to do this anyway. I guess Find It is one of the most amazing additions to the workshop that there is. Apart from like Traffic Manager President Edition. I wonder what their people's favorite mods are. I mean, mine if I used them would be a Move It, Traffic Manager, and Anarchy. Definitely Anarchy and Find It. They would be my main ones to begin with, I guess. How about would that be overkill having bushes right? Yeah, I guess it would be. Let's have a look. I'll leave one untouched and one touched. See which one I like the best. There we go, got rid of them. So what we got? We got with bushes. Or without bushes. I don't know. I kind of like it with the bushes. If anybody watches this, and feel free to comment, because you know I would like anybody to comment on any of my videos. I mean, somebody is along the line has liked all the effort I put in. There you go, everybody. That was like a really overlong episode of my town. Really long. I'm trying to get these down to like 40 odd minutes, but I seem to be wanting to go to an hour. I gotta learn how to do these videos properly. Never mind. So let's do a quick review of what I achieved today. So what I did, I came up with some ideas, just throwing things out like a Jackson Pollock. So start tidying up my little town with these, filling up these little green areas with like parks and that. I'll place this botanical garden down here. Now this is not going to stay here, but this is just gives me an idea what I'm going to put in here. So these going to be botanical gardens. These are not going to stay here. I will move these eventually. I hand-picked all the buildings here. A lot of these I'm going to kind of change again because I don't mind this being on the corner. This one's gonna go. This one's gonna go. Because there's too many of them the same. This view here. So this is what I wanted. I wanted them not to be like, if you remember, they are huge buildings and now they're kind of mid-rise, I guess. See, so they're not domineering of the landscape. And it kind of fits in better. See what I mean? So there we go on that. Then also what I did is I completed all my detailing for this area here. So I finished up the score. Minimal this time. Finished up detailing all here. So yeah, my main focus really of this episode, apart from all that, was to detail all this, and this was really time consuming. I guess this is why the video took so long, and even the time lapse. Like I said once before, I'm probably trying to fit in too much at one go. But there you go. Doesn't it look pretty now? And like, as you can see, I'm using no mods and no DLC, and if you look at what I've got, you probably think, how on earth are you supposed to do anything with this? And you really can. You can't do... The only thing that stops you from making anything beautiful is your own imagination. As you can see that? It's not spectacular, but my slice of cake park, that's the shape of it. That's what I call it. Kind of works, and this is the idea I had over my ideas over there, if you remember, the benches. They're kind of cool. I would like to recreate them properly if I had like mods and assets, because I like the ideas of that. They kind of got this kind of circular motion, which is here. And also to finish up, oh yeah, of course, yeah, this is the canal. I thought I'd beautify the canal. I've also finished up the path networks, and you know, to my amazement, people are using them. Pretty cool. Look at that. It's janky, but I couldn't do anything else other than that because the embankment. So there you go. Is this one being used? Probably not, but I didn't think it would be. So there you go. So I've managed to, oh yeah, and I kind of did a similar thing here, but no benches. I put these rock formations to cover these flower beds, give them more character and some trees and all that. Oh, someone's using the path. So yeah, now, so my canal now looks really pretty. One day I'll do a before and after photo. And then I finished off, oh, this is the bridge I was, yeah. And then I finished off beautifying this. Look at them all using this. This is amazing. Beautified all this. Isn't that spectacular? Just with a few mods. Well, not a few mods. With no mods, I mean. Just a few trees and rocks. There you go. And that's the kind of view you get. So there you go, everybody. Happy holidays. This may be the last video I make until after the holidays. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But everybody, have a nice day. Sincerely, look after each other. And I'll see y'all